In the last video, we went through how we can train the new YOLO26 model end-to-end on our own custom dataset. In this video here, we're going to see how we can export into different optimization frameworks and formats so you can run significantly faster on both CPU, GPU, whatever hardware that you're using, and for what framework. So let's just jump straight into it. We're going to start here in the Ultralytics documentation. If we go inside the docs, over here on the left side, we went over our training mode. You can use the Ultralytics framework in the exact same way with all the models, but if we go inside our export tab, first of all we have to do is pretty much just figure out what hardware we're going to run the model on. This is the step that we do after training. We have a final model that we want to get into production and run, where we want to get increase in our inference speed without really losing any accuracy at all. So one thing that we can do is convert it into ONNX or OpenVINO. We can get up to 3x CPU speed up, as we can see here. And if you're running it on NVIDIA GPUs, you can use TensorRT to get up to 5x GPU speed up. And this is without losing any accuracy at all. So this is very important to know, understand, and also just know how to use and export when you build computer vision models that need to go into production and the real world. So Ultralytics, they set up everything here. We pretty much just have to call the export command. And the good thing about the YOLO26 model, as we went through in the previous video, make sure to check that one out, but it's pretty much just the key features. We don't have this non-maximal suppression at the end, which is a pretty CPU heavy operation. So the new model is significantly faster on CPU, so it's pretty cool to check out ONNX and also OpenVINO. All we have to do is pretty much just grab the model and export it. Right now I'm just going to open up a new terminal. If you run into any problems, it's most likely because you haven't pip installed the newest Ultralytics. So make sure you have pip installed Ultralytics, and then you can also upgrade it. There we go. Now I've upgraded my Ultralytics package locally and we're good to go. First of all, we're going to export it with the ONNX format. So all I have to do is pretty much just copy paste this path. You can also do it in Python once your model is done training, and you can specify all the arguments that we have below. If you have your own custom model, the only thing that you need to swap out is just the path to it. As I showed you in the last video, we just get the best.pt weight. You just swap out the path here and you're good to go. A lot of cases when we do the exports and optimizations to the different frameworks, make sure you do it on the actual hardware where you need to run it, especially if you run the TensorRT optimizations, but also OpenVINO and so on. The format, image size, optimize, half precision if you want to use floating point 16 instead of floating point 32. This is pretty much a no-brainer. We won't really lose any accuracy, and we pretty much just half the size of the model, at least the floating point values that we need to use for every single weight. So instead of having 32 bits per weight, we have 16. You can also do int8. That requires a calibration on your dataset as well. So this is going to be a post-training quantization when using the TensorRT. So it will both use the dataset, do int8 quantization, and we get it down to int8. Here you can even get more speed ups, but you will probably start to lose some accuracy if you do like pretty hard int8 quantization, especially on smaller models, or if you use lower resolution. Dynamic for input sizes, so you can just take any input size and throw it into it, exactly as if you're using the Ultralytics framework to just run the predictions. So this is all we need to do. Let's go ahead and open up our terminal. Now we can see that we have upgraded Ultralytics. So what we can do now, we can run this export command, and we just choose the YOLO26.pt. We're going to export into the ONNX format. This is all the arguments that you can run, and if you want to have a table view over different formats supported, this is all the ones that we have. So we have PyTorch, TorchScript, ONNX, OpenVINO, TensorRT. This is for Intel hardware. This is just general CPU. We can also run a GPU with ONNX, CoreML if you start to get into the Apple hardware, TensorFlow Lite for edge devices, MCNN, all these ones here. They're also set up. Ultralytics will handle everything. So now we can see we pretty much just have this export done. So we have exported this model. It is saved as YOLO26 in ONNX, and then we can run that with our optimization. So a lot of the model frameworks, they actually convert it into ONNX first, and then they convert it even further. We can just try one more. So instead of ONNX, we just call CoreML. So now we can see that this requirement has not been found on my computer, so it's just gonna auto update it, and this is gonna be the exact same thing on all the other different formats that you're running it on. So depending on where you run it, we will also open up a Google Colab notebook, and we can do the exact same thing in here, but this is going to run on GPU. So we create a new notebook. They have free GPU resources available in here that you can use as well. So while it's doing that, now we can see down here, we have our Cocoa YAML file. We have export our model with the ML package. So now we can start use this with the CoreML framework. So you'll use the other frameworks to run the inference. If you run it with Ultralytics, it will also support running inference with these exported files. So to see how we can do it with, for example, let's just go with the T4. I think this is the free GPU available from Google Colab. Again, all we have to do, pip install Ultralytics. Let's go and grab the command again. Let's do it in Python instead. Let's go back. Just going to use this model out the box again. Now we're going to use half precision. So we set that to true. Instead of ONNX, we can specify engine. And we can pretty much just run it here now. All is good inside the terminal. We have exported models to the two different frameworks. TensorRT optimization is going to take a bit longer. It could probably take 20-30 minutes depending on your hardware, your CPU, GPU, and all of that. And Ultralytics again, it will just pre-install everything. This is pretty cool. Like if you run TensorRT optimizations, you can get up to 5x inference speed increases. And again, if you want to run the predictions, you just go in and run the predict method as we have in the other videos. We have full guides going over in detail TensorRT separately, even on NVIDIA Edge devices like the Jetson Nano. We also have CoreML running on Mac hardware, Intel hardware for the OpenVINO framework, where we cover all the details, all the specifications, and what is exactly for this framework. So this is pretty cool. Export ONNX. Still running here, so this will take a bit of time. Like if you're running it on Jetson Nano, it can take all the way up to 45 minutes, but it's definitely worth it because you will get up to 5x inference speed, not losing any accuracy at all. So this is one of the most important things to take into account when you want to take your computer vision models from your development environment into your production ready environment. This is pretty cool. Also, they take care of everything. We can also run benchmarking. We're going to cover that in a future video. I hope you learned a ton. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.